Hi, welcome once again to the YouTube channel Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. As always, I, your host Mohar, will share with you inspirational stories. Today, I bring you two inspirational stories from World War II. These are stories of kindness, of the human spirit, of leadership in crisis. The first story is about conscientious objector Desmond Doss, who's, who is the only conscientious objector ever to have won a Medal of Honor for Valor. And the second story is about John Raby, a Nazi Communist Party member who is credited to have saved over 2 lakhs lives during the Nanking massacre by the Japanese. Let's go on to our first story. This is a story of amazing courage, leadership under fire, doing one best, and believing in oneself. Desmond Doss, who was born on 7th February 1990, was brought up by his parents to follow the beliefs of the Seventh Day Adventist Church, which believed in the Sabbath, non-violence, and a very conservative lifestyle with pure vegetarian food. Now, Desmond Doss was working in a shipyard when the World War II broke out. He also was a conscientious objector to the war because of his religious beliefs. Because of both these reasons, he could have taken a deferment from joining the army. However, Desmond took on a non combatant role in the US Army as a medic. Now, because of this and his Seventh Adventist Church beliefs of Sabbath, non violence, and pure vegetarian food, he was mercilessly ragged by his fellow soldiers. However, Desmond continued to support all his fellow soldiers, and during his service he got the Bronze Star Medal twice for his role as a medic in the army, one for operations in Guam and the second for operations in Philippines. Now coming on to the episode in the Japanese town of Okinawa. His battalion was based out of there during World War II. When his fellow soldiers were on top of the ridge there, called as the Hacksaw Ridge by his team members, the Japanese attacked in full strength, and over 100 of his team members were badly injured. Desmond Doss, despite coming under fire himself, rigged up a stretcher system with a pulley and rope to pull down all his injured colleagues from the top of the ridge to safety at the bottom of the ridge. By doing this under fire, he was injured. Sniper fire injured him on his left arm and he broke his bone. He took multiple sharp wounds, about 17 to his body while rescuing his fallen soldiers, and he is credited to have saved between 75 to 90 people on that fateful day. When he was brought up to President Truman, and President Truman told him that you have saved 75 American lives, Desmond Doss downplayed his role and said it's only 50, sir. The fact is that he played a pivotal role, displayed the highest standards of professional soldiering, courage, leadership in crisis, and saved between 75 to 100 men on that fateful day on top of the Hacksaw Ridge in the Japanese city of Okinawa. There's a documentary made which is called as The Conscientious Objector. There's also a movie made about this episode called as Hacksaw Ridge. It's a beautiful display of courage, leadership, and humanity. The second story I'm going to share with you today is about John Rabe, who was a German businessman, a member of the Nazi Socialist Party, and at Nanking, where this took place in 1937, at that point of time, he was the head of the Nazi Party in Nanking. Now, John Rabe was in Nanking on business. He was working for Siemens AG and also staying in Nanking from a long time. When the Japanese started advancing in December 1937 towards the city of Nanking, or Nanjing as it was known in China, John Rabe stood up. Most other foreigners had fled from there, knowing that the Japanese army was looting, massacring, and raping the local civilian populations. Most foreign diplomats, businessmen went away from the city of Nanking, leaving the civilian population of Nanking to the mercy of the advancing Japanese army. However, despite being a Nazi, John Rabe stood up, took leadership, said that it's a question of humanity. I cannot leave them to be massacred, and they have the trust in me. I will take care of them. He formed the International Committee along with about 15 other Americans and Catholic missionaries, formed the International Committee for Nanking Safety Zone and requested the Japanese to allow a safety zone to be formed on the western part of Nanking city, which consisted of most of the diplomatic missions, the Nanking University. The Japanese acceded to his request because the Japanese and Nazis were allies in war after all. It is credited that John Rabe was able to save 2,000 civilians by keeping them in the safety zone in Nanking. He also threw open his own properties and quarters, and in his own properties and quarters, he saved about 652 civilians by keeping them safe in this safety zone. Isn't it amazing? Whenever we hear the word Nazi German, we think that they must have participated in heinous war crimes. But here's a German, a Nazi, who saved over 2 lakh Chinese from this infamous episode in history called as the Nanjing Massacre or the Rape of Nanking. Because the advancing Japanese army, once it reached Nanking, it literally raped, murdered, looted the civilian population in Nanking. It is estimated that about 3 lakh people were looted, massacred, murdered, and raped by the Japanese army in Nanking. And here, a Nazi, a German Nazi, John Rabe, stepped up, formed the safety zone, gave shelter in his own properties, and saved about 2 lakh civilian citizens of Nanking. Amazing. Courage, humanity at its best. So, friends, if you enjoyed both my stories, inspirational stories, please do subscribe to my channel and share them with your friends and colleagues so that we can inspire the coming generations. Thank you for listening to me, listening to my inspirational stories, subscribing to my channel. Till we meet again, good luck, all the best. God bless.